Hello, my name is Amanda Malone and I am from Ann Arbor. Alonzo is from Ann Arbor as well. We are both grew up in Ann Arbor.
AJ and Brittany. I'm originally from the Ann Arbor area, Brighton, and my wife is from the UP, Munising.
My name is Kelly Graham, and I was born in Miami, Florida, but I grew up in Lansing, Michigan.
My name is Andre Pipkins. I was born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan.
I'm Macy Houghtlin, and I'm from Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Solomon Ija, and I'm from, San Diego, California, but Marietta, California.
Okay.
We met in the UP. She was one of my cousin's best friends.
She was coming into South by and she needed help with her groceries. So I helped her with her groceries up to her room, and that's how we met. And that was freshman year.
I could tell it better.
Okay.
I was a sophomore, and he was a freshman, and it was late at night, and I was taking all my groceries out of my car, and everyone's just walking past me, like, watching me struggle.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, and he just stopped and was like, "Do you need help with those?" And that was how I met him, and he helped me after everyone else rudely.
We met on spring break. It was an Athletes in Action retreat. We both went out to Los Angeles to surf over our spring breaks, and we met there. She came up to me asking, "Would you rather?" questions.
I think we knew when we wanted to be together is we actually were both going through a divorce at the same time. And, we've been friends for years, and our friendship grew stronger the more time we spent together. And we were very supportive of each other during that time. And I think that's when we both realized we wanted to be together.
We didn't at first. We really didn't like each other at first. Or I didn't. It was kind of a
Gradual process.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll let her explain that.
No, you go ahead.
How did we know we wanted to be together? I mean, because we just kept, we were in relationships at the time when I helped her, in her groceries and stuff like that. Well, she was, and then I eventually got into one, and we always just kept in contact, like, hey, what's up? And
It's just like we kept reconnecting, and it was just this interesting thing that it just seemed like there was something more there. And then we were each going through our own stuff in relationships, problems, and we would talk about it and be there for one another. And then it ended up turning deeper than that. So
He was like the only person I wanted to talk to on the trip, most of the time. And the first night, everybody stayed up talking really late, telling their stories and stuff. And we stayed up later than everybody else because we were just talking the whole time.
Yeah, mine was the exact same thing. That night, that it was probably the second night we were there, just sharing testimonies and stuff like that. And she told me about this place where she went to go surf called Barnabas, and just her heart was just so open, and I just got all giddy about getting there.
I don't think we had a issue with family support, although our circumstances were a little difficult at the time. Family wasn't vocal in terms of against our relationship, and
At first they were against it because when we first met, she was still in high school. When we first started dating, they didn't agree with that, but they came around to it.
What's the age difference?
Through 4 years. 3 years.
And was it just her family?
No, it was my family.
Your family didn't like it. Okay.
It wasn't they didn't like it. They were concerned.
Was her family concerned too?
Her dad might have been, but her mom.
Okay.
Family was very supportive because they didn't like the person I was with. And so when he first helped me move, my grandma was making all these comments like, oh, he's so cute. Why isn't he your boyfriend? And he would be cracking up laughing. And so she always liked him. And
brother and mom. My brothers, like, they just have trouble dealing with, like, new people in the family. They just real defensive. And my sister as well. My sister accepts just about anybody, because we're real close. But my brothers, they was talking, on the phone, with me and stuff like that. I was telling about my new girlfriend, and they went and checked her out and stuff like that. Did some spying and stuff. So, yeah, pretty much. And they liked her, you know what I mean? And then my mom, I always talk to my mom. I'm real close with my mom. So whenever I kind of drift away from talking to my mom, she knows there's someone in my life like that's kind of taking that place, but not taking her place. So one time she called me, and then like she was like, Andre, is there somebody up there that you're talking to right now? She was like, this didn't happen before, and I was like, yes, her name's Kelly. And she's like, oh, she was like, you told me about her. I was like, yeah, like we finally got together. She's like, okay, well, that's good. So my mom, she accepted it, and my brothers, they accepted it as well.
I think my family, I don't think I experienced any kind of like resistance or even like questions. Like it was just more questions about like who he is as a person, but never like any kind of acknowledgement of like your race or I think my grandparents maybe like when they found out were a little bit more like hesitant or like
a little bit.
They
didn't even know I was black till I came over.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even mention it to him.
Yeah, because we wanted to see their reaction. Once they knew him, it's fine, but it was like their idea of like dating a black guy is a lot. There's a lot more resistance than my parents for sure. My sisters didn't care at all. Like, yeah.
I think my family is where we caught all the resistance. Like both my mom and dad are both black, and my mom, all of her brothers chose to be with white women, and my mom has always had like an issue with it, and my dad has too. Me and my dad don't get along, so we'd like argue and stuff like that even before he met her. Once he met her, he's like super happy with the person that she is, and so is my mom. But they just would rather have her be a black girl and be the exact same person, Yeah.
Yeah. I had to learn that like they don't not like me, they just don't like that I'm white. You know what I mean? Like they like who I am as a person, but like it's that I'm white is like what they wish they could change probably.
Yeah. And I think my dad has more of a problem with it because like my brother is dating a white girl too, so.
I wouldn't want to raise kids in the South, that's for sure. Very protective of my kids, and being in the north or the west part of the United States, it's very more tolerable, especially educated areas in terms of university towns.
Did you ever have any issues with how society viewed your relationship?
No.
Ever? Nothing?
Nothing.
Ever?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. What do you think?
I mean, you have certain people that don't agree.
Yeah, besides the typical like people who have their thoughts or views,
people that
jealousy or hatred.
right.
Yeah. I feel like from society in general, it's pretty subtle. Like if we're together, we'll get like longer stares, kind of. Like people, like if they look at us, they just spend more time probably looking. But never, like no one's ever said anything negative, like to our faces about it, or like we've never had any like comments like that. But like I've experienced it from black girls, like.
So have you seen them like manifest their like disregard for your relationship?
Yeah, just like, I mean, like the other day we were walking in the gym and there was like this, probably like 10 black girls staying together, and they just like, it's like glares, like
they were laughing,
hard.
having a good time, and like we walked by, and like I grabbed her hand so that way like they wouldn't like say anything stupid, but they just shut down quiet, just glared at her, and I was like, sucks to suck, you guys.
I think out of any group, like, black girls, like, show the most, like, resistance or, like, hatred towards our relationship, I guess, because to me it feels like they feel like they're, like, entitled to all the black guys or something. Like, I don't know, like, he's settling or something for me. But, like, if, like, white guys would never look at him that way, you know? Like, they're just, like, think he's great, but, like, it's not a, like, just feels like a, like, entitlement or something. Or if, like, when two people are married and they have, like, different religious values, like, no one says anything. Or, like, if they have different, like, went to different schools or from different states, like, no one says anything. But if they're different races, like, people think that they get to contribute, like, an idea about it or, like, an opinion on their relationship. And, like, I don't know why that is, you know?
Remarks, I think that your partner becomes your best friend in situations of stress and strife and racial tension. That person is very much supportive. I mean, we can communicate with each other in a room without actually speaking and pick up everything that's going on in the room. So stay strong and positive, and that's all I have. Thank you.
No, we're happy. 2 kids. I guess we're doing okay.
It's not much besides just like don't let it bother you or don't feed into it, because like we like never argue about it. We never have any problems, and it's just kind of funny to us. So I feel like we have a really positive and healthy way of like dealing with it. So just keep that positivity and healthiness of it all.
Follow your heart. You know what I mean? It's like, because I didn't think like I was going to end up with her. You know what I mean? So I just kept at it and kept hope, I guess, and now look, we got the girl in my dreams. So.
I think my closing remark would be that, like in relationships, like tension, like outside tension could cause like tension between you and your significant other, whoever you choose to be with, and I think that is the wrong way of looking at it. Like we kind of embrace the differences between us and allow it to like make us stronger as a couple. I've surely like noted to that, like it makes it that much more significant that I do choose her when outside people will tell me not to. I think it makes me like her a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, one of the qualities I do like about her is like because she is white, it comes across, you know? It's like I do enjoy the person that she is, and that means she's white. You know, I won't choose a black girl over, I wouldn't have chosen a black girl over her, I wouldn't have chosen an Asian girl over her, I chose her because she's her. And I think that should go for like whoever you choose to be with, not just be with somebody because society tells you to be with them. Like choose somebody because that's who you want to be with genuinely.
And I think like we've said that like it's important to acknowledge that we're different colors. Like we're not like ignorant that the stuff that there's not going to be conflict or we're going to have different opinions on some things. Like it's like we've acknowledged that, and we know that like ultimately like we're fighting for each other and not against each other. Like even if conflicts come up, like